What's the crack, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to take you through this workout again, which is the same workout more or less that I did in the previous video, and just show that I'm making progress. So I am really now starting to get stronger again, which I'm delighted about. My 4 movements that I'm doing here are hex bar deadlift, supersetting that with dumbbell bench press, and then I've got a hip thrust supersetted with a pull-up. With this hex bar deadlift, I am trying to go as heavy as I can, so I'm looking for sub 5 reps and everything. This is my 3rd set on 190 kilos, and what you'll see here is I'm really challenging my body and grinding through and challenging my nervous system. I was hoping to get about 5 reps, but I only managed 3 in that last set. And basically what that's doing for me is really demanding all of my nervous system, all of my muscles to be recruited, and that's what will translate over to better performance on the pitch. Doing 10-15 reps of something at a slow and controlled pace isn't going to translate into better sporting performance. You really need to challenge that nervous system, get stronger, and then you can turn that strength into power. Same principles with my bench press. I'm up at 97.5 kilos here, feeling strong again. This is my last of 4 sets, and I ended up going to failure here, which is great because again I'm really challenging that nervous system and pushing my strength levels. Now I am trying to hit certain figures, and my bench press is almost there. If I can do about 5 reps on 100, that's probably as strong as I want to be. Similarly with the hex bar, if I can get to about 200 kilos for 5 to 6 reps, that's as strong as I want to be. And what I'd end up doing after that then is bringing in a little bit more bands, a little bit more chains, so that I can almost reduce the intensity of the sessions, but trying to still maintain my strength, because I won't really want to get any stronger because I'm doing a lot of running now, and I need to give my legs and my whole system more recovery as I'm doing a lot more running, but I still need to maintain that strength. Second superset, hip thrusts and pull-ups. I'm up to 230 kilos on the hip thrusts, and these are feeling pretty good. I've no discomfort afterwards, no pain afterwards. These were originally something that was causing me a lot of discomfort, and these have served me very well over the last couple of months because I haven't been able to squat, but these hip thrusts will allow me to develop my glutes, and strong glutes typically translates into being able to run faster. With my pull-ups, I'm doing the same principles. I really want to challenge the nervous system, so I'm overloading with a kettlebell here, and I'm going for, I think it was 6 to 8 reps in the pull-ups. I'm not as strict on my upper body work in terms of the rep range, but with the lower body I'm very, very strict in terms of, you know, how many sets, how many reps I do. So for upper body, I'm looking to hit about 1.5 times body weight on a bench press, 1.5 times body weight on a pull-up, and then for lower body, I'm looking to hit 2 times body weight on a squat. I think it's about 2.5 times body weight on a hex bar deadlift, and then I'm looking to get into power cleans again and try and really focus on getting my strength up on power cleans. That's the commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. I'm going to do a conditioning session after this, so talk to you in a second. So I'm going to do today's run with the football. I used to do a lot of running with a football, but I haven't done it in a while, so let's give that a go and see how I do. So these 2 cones are 25 meters apart, and what I'll do is I'll start down here, and usually in about 20 seconds I'll get from this cone to the top, back down to this cone, back up to the top, and then about 5 or 10 yards extra. So it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 times, and usually every single time I get back to here, or I get back to, you know, the 10 yard or 10 meter mark. And usually what I do, I don't go flat out in the first couple, I go maybe 80-90%, but on the last 2 to 4 I go much harder, and particularly on the second last one and the last one I go as hard as I can. I try and get to in around the middle of the track, so I try and finish up around here when the buzzer goes. So again, 20 on, 10 off, 8 times, 2-minute rest in between, and usually I do 5 rounds, so it's a half an hour of work. Well, it takes half an hour to do. So the challenge for me today now is to do the exact same thing with a ball. Oh. Alright, so just did 3 of those because my chest is so tight today. I just realised that one of my inhalers is actually empty. It's been empty for the last 2 days. So, gonna leave it there, see you at home. Just something really quick before we go home. Here we are, outside the gym. Well, where is it? There it is. There it is. Oh my God. Look how big it is. Mad to think we've been here for over 3 years now, but oh, I just can't wait to get to the new place. I just want to be in there now. Oh, I so badly want to be in there now. But I gotta be patient, because when we move to the new place, we want to be there for like 50 years. No, wait. At least another 80 years. 80 years, because I'll be well over 100 then. So yeah, 80 years. The one thing we're waiting on right now is our equipment, and it's taking a little bit longer than we would like. But again, we've kind of said to ourselves through this process that we just want to do it to the best of our ability and make it as best we can, and just accept that that's going to take a little bit more money and a little bit more time. But if I could wave a wand right now and have everything ready, I would. But we just got to sit tight and be patient. Got to be patient. And then during that process, there's like the handling of our lease here, and technically our lease is up here, and we're just trying to manage that and also manage the new lease over on the new premises. So we're kind of in a no man's land at the moment. So there's constant kind of negotiations going on between different landlords, and then negotiations with the people who are delivering the equipment and who are making the equipment, and we're just trying to get it all here on time. The floor is the big thing. We gotta get the floor in first. Doesn't matter what else we have, if we don't have the floor in first, we can't put anything else in. So that's the big thing that we're waiting on. We have other things coming, like more cardio equipment, so we're getting a couple more rowers, a couple more bikes. We're going to get one of them ski ergs, if you've seen one of those before, but like they could be here next week. We need the floor, and the floor is basically rubber mats and AstroTurf. I cannot wait for that AstroTurf. And we're going to do a few other things differently as well. So that assessment is going to be totally different. So we're working on a new assessment process, and the whole idea when you come to Fit 100 is that you get an assessment first and then you get a program based on your assessment. And that is what I think, if you were to look at fitness and boil it down to the most important components, it's assessment and then program. It's not like program, here you go, program, because what's that program based on? Why are you doing each movement? And the justification for each of those movements should be from the assessment. So we're working on making that assessment really good, and giving the person who is being assessed really good feedback. At the moment, I'm very happy with the assessment, but I'm not happy with the feedback that people get. We'll give them verbal feedback, and you know, we might give them like a couple of really important things, but as soon as they leave, they forget it. I think my lift's here. See you at home.